The Constitution will not be saved in Washington.
Travis Wingoodsell. With Judge Campbell intercepting my immediate motion for default judgment given to the chief judge, and saying that no more orders can be given until the latest 3 that I put in and the one motion to dismiss are dealt with by the court. No more order or no more motions are allowed. No more filings are allowed. So I can't motion to have Tina recuse herself. She purposely set a trap. And so, yeah, she didn't respond to anything by yesterday. None of the 3. So that, she purposely sabotaged this case. And that's the first thing that I will resolve or submit, is the motion for her recusal, if we're still alive when she makes that resolution. Those resolutions, which she could already set a sabotaging trap for anyway, before I'm allowed to recuse her. God damn her. People's lives are on the line. And instead, I'm getting blamed for all this. Can you believe that? Of course you can, because you want to blame me. On the 14th of October, 2 weeks ago, a little more than 2 weeks ago, I did a video titled "Mormon Utah Governor to Lock Up Disobedient Mormons." And at the beginning of that video, after talking about a Kraft commercial, I said, the health professionals from the beginning told us that this was a serious pandemic and that we all should stay home until it passes over. This has been my message the whole time, to support the health professionals. Pay attention. A Larry Bianchi didn't even bother to listen to the video. He saw the title, he got upset, he came on, didn't bother to listen. He couldn't have listened, because he's threatening me. Listen to me and listen good. We have winter coming. In the rise of COVID-19, to tell people like you to get behind whatever you need to get behind and support the medical personnel. He didn't listen. If he listened, he would have heard me say the medical personnel told us from the beginning what to do to stop the pandemic. And he even goes on to say, we've got over 240,000 dead in America. He's deeply concerned about this pandemic. And yet he didn't even bother to listen to me. Because I agree with him. This is some ridiculous crap, as he himself puts in there, but is referring to my video. But is not referring to my video because he didn't listen. He only saw the title, Mormon Utah Governor to Lock Up Disobedient Mormons. He doesn't say Governor Herbert's a good guy, nowhere in here, that we need to listen to Governor Herbert. No. Medical personnel, that's who he's talking about. Medical research teams are telling us winter is setting in. I agree. We're doomed. Why? Because I've done the videos, especially since last Thursday when Governor Herbert says, I quit. I give up. It's on you, Mormons. I wash my hands. You will determine through your free agency whether you choose to slaughter other people by not wearing a mask, by going to work that I forced the businesses to open because I'm not paying Utahns money to stay home and stay safe anymore. Now I've used the white supremacist slogan of stay strong. Still up there. Stay strong, Utah. That's white supremacist. Governor Herbert is using white supremacist slogan. It's Governor Herbert who's responsible, because he's the governor. Nelson of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you know what he wants us to call the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Are the ones extorting him. How do I know that? He said so himself. We need to get people back to church. Who do you think he's talking to as a Mormon himself? I read to you from the church's first presidency statement. We will follow the local leaders as to how to proceed. What do you think the local leaders are thinking now? Oh crap, it's up to us to protect the church, to get the church back open again. What did Governor Herbert do? Well, he lied about the numbers. He changed the process by which the calculation for seriousness of this pandemic was to be determined. He did it by the number of cases, for which you can then control by saying, oh, well, we're not going to test this many if we're already getting this many cases. So we're going to stop once we get close to the 200 number. No, you're supposed to go by percentage. If you have the capacity to test as many as upwards of 10,000 per day, you test 10,000 per day. Or whatever number you can do, you test the max. You don't say, if you guys feel like it and the Spirit tells you to, go in and get tested. No. The government needs to be proactive and go in and test. That's what you do during an outbreak. We all know this because we've all seen the videos, the DVDs, the movies, the TV shows. The government comes in and does the testing. And when they find positive results, they tent the place off. That's called quarantine. But instead, no. We go into the hospital. I'd like to be tested for COVID, please. Okay, that'll be $5,000 because it's a pre-existing condition now. And Trump has done away with pre-existing conditions. It's coming. If Trump wins, it's coming. I can't respond to this guy. I can't say, what the hell is wrong with you? Did you not listen to my video? I agree with you 100%. No. This guy is not capable of listening. He's demonstrated it by his comment. So he's not going to listen to me if I put him in his place. This is just a trigger thing. And so I have no choice but to ban him forever. But at least he understands pandemic is for real. And is not one of those psycho Mormons who's aiding and abetting by holding protest rallies for not wearing a mask. Going to the epidemiologist. Let me check just to make sure. Epidemiology. The study and analysis and distribution patterns and determinants of health and disease conditions in defined populations. Oh, okay, it's the right. Yeah, it's the right career field. So what's the skin thing? Epidermiology? Oh, yeah. No. A doctor who deals with skin. Dermatology. Then why do they always say your epidermis is showing? Epidermis. Yeah, skin. What? Who's... Somebody's messing with me. But yeah, they have protesters now at the epidemiologist's house now, blaming her for their not being able to get a job. Blaming her for having to wear a mask. I mean, it made the national news. I just, it's horrifying to see actual Mormons. My people, remember, I'm Mormon too. Despite my suing the church because they won't leave me alone. They want me dead. Yeah, my own church wants me dead. Isn't that great? All because I'm a translator and they disagree. So yes, I did the it's not racism when LDS prophets are racist to illustrate that point. Because it's not just racism, it's all condemnations that they give to Mormons. What they are doing is projecting. Oakes is the great projector. He demands that Mormons not be racist, not be sexist, not be this, not be that. And in the same paragraph, if not the same talk, or in the same talk, if not the same paragraph, say something racist, sexist, bigoted. And then whatever group has to then go to him and say, hey, you need sensitivity training. And then he placates them. Say, oh yeah, okay. We'll work together to make this work out. And then doesn't bother. He just wants them to get away from him. Go away. Go away now. So, this is what's horrifying. I'm trying to warn everybody. As Larry understands, but didn't bother to listen. That's all he had to do was listen. Not get offended at the titles. Listen. Tina Campbell. Listen. This is serious. This is a national security threat. It's not just about me. I'm trying to protect America. And instead, the judges don't give a damn about America. They're more concerned about the church being protected. Tina Campbell is now listed among the traitors in the federal court here in Utah, who are purposely trying to destroy you because she's abetting the church, abetting the governor, abetting our national executive. It's the end of the world, and nobody is rising up to save it. And you may say, oh no, Travis, our vote's going to count. We've got record numbers in Texas. I may have made a mistake on one of my other videos. I may have said that the total vote for the United States, or assumed people understood me that I was saying the United States, when it was actually Texas and some other states that have more votes than their 2016 election. So if you caught that and you're listening to this, I haven't seen anybody comment their hate. Travis, you're a liar. We're not there yet. We're very close. We're very close. Last I heard, we're over 90 million. 95 million, I think, even. By last night's shows. So by Brian Williams, maybe more, as the western states' numbers get reported in. So that would be awesome. Some states are able to open up and still continue to vote this weekend, so those will be added before the election. So we may surpass the number that voted in 2016. According to the Wikipedia page, the total number was 135 million something. Chris Hayes last night said it was 136,787,187. Knowing that Wikipedia is wrong on all things church-related, Wikipedia may be wrong, but yeah, it would be nice to be able to trust the news. I can't trust Fox. They're not news. They're hate speech, given a license as if they're legitimate news people. They are traitors to America, as Hannity told people during the Mueller investigation to destroy their phones so that they can't have access to any incriminating material. You have Ainsley Earhart, who's talking to Geraldo Rivera one morning and says, hey, why doesn't Trump just bomb Syria to distract from Comey's book? Yeah, she got divorced not too long after. Good for him. He made the right choice. It's one thing to be a pretty face. It's another thing to speak hate. It's even horrifying when you wake up one morning and you realize you married a hater. What do? You've got kids now. So yeah, I know all about it. So yeah, this is what our reality is. I'm the one being blamed now. It's all my fault. Because Larry said so.